Okay, guys, we are back to finish this awesome tier list.
What are you going to do there?
Wow. You are a badass, Donald.
I know, thank you guys, but let's focus on this tier list.
All right, I'll start first with Kevin Nash. For me, he belongs in the good but not great tier.
Why is that, Joe?
He just didn't have the same level of technical skill as some of the other wrestlers in the great tier.
Only the size was his main asset.
All right, boys.
Next is Alberto Del Rio. This one deserves the not at full potential tier.
He had the skills and the charisma.
Yeah, Joe, but something was missing. He's like a beautiful painting with a few smudges, so close to greatness, but just not quite there.
Well said, Barack. But what is your opinion on Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Stone Cold is a true icon. He definitely deserves a GOAT tier for me.
Tremendous choice, Barack. He's like a cold beer on a hot day and refreshing and unforgettable.
That's right, Donald.
Who doesn't like Stone Cold?
Finally, let's talk about Baron Corbin in the not at full potential tier. Donald, what do you think about his suit-wearing phase?
Oh, Sleepy Joe, that suit was like putting a spoiler on a minivan. It just didn't work. Corbin is much better without it.
I totally agree. It's so useless.
Now we have Hulk Hogan.
He's a GOAT.
Yeah, he's a true icon of wrestling.
One of my favorite.
One of the best of the best.
He's the epitome of what it means to be a superstar.
No doubt about it.
Agreed, boys. Now let's talk about Jon Moxley in the good but not great tier.
The man has a lot of potential, but it's hard to decide where he truly belongs.
You're right. Moxley is like a wild card, always unpredictable and exciting to watch, but not quite in that top tier.
And speaking of tiers, how about CM Punk in the great tier?
He's a fantastic wrestler and an exceptional talker.
I don't know, Obama. I think his moves are a little too flashy for my taste. Give me someone like Doink the Clown any day.
Are you serious, Donald? Doing the clown?
Hey, the guy was a legend in his time, and his face paint was way cooler than CM Punk's tattoos.
Well, I have to say, Donald, your taste in wrestling is quite interesting.
I like to keep things unpredictable.
Well, next guy is Rey Mysterio. Any thought, Donald?
He deserves the good but not great tier.
I think Donald is right. Rey Mysterio is an incredible wrestler, but not the best.
That's right, Obama. Finally, let's talk about The Rock. He belongs in the GOATs tier.
Yeah, Joe, he is tremendous.
Yeah.
I agree with both of you. He's got the charisma, the talent, and the ability to captivate audiences like no one else.
Why did The Rock break up with his girlfriend?
No idea.
Why?
It's because she took him for granted.
All right, Donald.
Good one. But next we have Bryan Danielson. I think the great tier is good for him.
I don't know, Obama. I think he's more than just great. He's one of the best technical wrestlers of all time.
Come on, Joe, you're overrating him.
I don't
He's
think
great.
so.
But there are others who have achieved more in the business.
Donald, do you even understand wrestling? Bryan Danielson's contributions to the sport go beyond titles and accolades. He's a true artist in the ring.
Oh, please, Sleepy Joe, stick to politics and leave the wrestling analysis to the experts.
All right, gentlemen, let's not get too worked up about this. We're just here to have fun and discuss our opinions.
I'm having fun.
Remember, we all have different tastes in wrestling.
It's just Joe that just doesn't understand.
Shut up, Donald. Like Barack said, it's my opinion.
Now let's talk about Adam Copeland in the great tier. The man has certainly improved over the years, hasn't he?
You're right. Adam Copeland is like a stock market investment. It took some time, but now he's paying off big time.
And speaking of time, how about Kane in the not at full potential tier?
Kane has had an incredible career, but he's always been a bit overshadowed by his brother.
Yeah, The Undertaker was a fucking monster.
All right. Brock Lesnar is an absolute beast. I put him in the great tier.
Sounds good, but what about Kane with the mask on?
Not great, not terrible.
I think it's good, but not great, yes.
Kurt Angle is a true American hero. He belongs in the great tier, right?
Are you kidding me, Joe? Great tier? For me, he deserves a GOAT tier.
Come on, Donald, we can't put everyone in the GOAT tier.
Never mind, guys. Our next wrestler is David Bautista.
I think he deserves a good but not great tier.
Okay.
You're right, Joe. Bautista is better in Guardian of Galaxy. And how about Roddy Piper in the good but not great tier? I also love his films.
Yeah, Roddy Piper was an incredible entertainer both in and out of the ring.
All right, boys, the next wrestler is The Undertaker.
This man is a true legend and icon.
This dude scares everyone.
He's like a supernatural force.
100% GOAT tier, guys.
Absolutely.
What about Mick?
Now, Mick Foley, this man belongs to not at full potential.
Fair enough, Donald. Now let's talk about Randy Orton in the great tier. He's certainly got a storied career, doesn't he?
Orton is definitely one of the best in the business, and I think he deserves a spot in the great tier.
Well, guys, I have another wrestler, but this one is bad, I think.
Are you serious,
not possible.
Guys, that's my opinion, remember?
Your opinion sucks, Joe.
Are you sure about that?
Well, okay, it was a joke. He is a GOAT.
Ha!